Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Have you been in a situation where you understand the language but struggle to speak it with confidence? If so, you are not the only one. In today's video, we are addressing this common challenge directly. I will sharing some valuable insights, explaining to you why this happens, and some solutions to bridge the gap between understanding and speaking a language. If you are new here, I'm Melissa. I'm 16 years old who can speak something about 7 languages in different levels, and I want to share my experience with you guys. Anyways, before I start, I have to say in this video I will use English as an example, but it's actually can be your target language, so it doesn't actually matter. So let's go. Guys, we are learning English in school or in different classes or in different academies, but even though we study English for years, but most of us still cannot really talk fluently in different situations. We study English for about 6 years. Some people study more at a school, but I had so many classmates who couldn't express themselves in English. At first I thought it's their fault. It's our teacher or school's fault. Or maybe it's just a national problem, but it wasn't, unfortunately. It's a common problem that many language learners and many students have in many different countries. The problem we have in our education system is that the focus of our books or teachers or classes, their focus all is mostly in reading and writing other than listening and speaking. Of course, I'm not saying reading and writing are not important, because in daily life you mostly need to speak other than writing something down or reading that. We mostly use speaking as a skill. I can say it's the most common skill that we use in our native language every day. And guys, please never forget that it's totally fine to make a mistake, because many language learners encounter the paralyzing apprehension of speaking. This apprehension can derive from a variety of origins, such as the fear of judgment, make embarrassing errors, but it's important to accept this fear and realize that's a common obstacle to overcome in language learning. And honestly, no one actually cares about some tiny details. Honestly, people don't care about many mistakes that you make during speaking your target language, because even native speakers of that language will do some mistake. They use a different article, they use a different thing, they mispronounce a word during speaking their native language. So it's completely normal and no one would really care. No one maybe even don't notice that you used incorrect article in incorrect grammar, you mispronounce a word. Not everyone gonna realize that, so feel free to speak that. And I know it can be a lot scary, but just try your best. No one is here to judge you, unlike school. In the society, no one is here to judge you. Guys, this is so important, but many people just ignore that. It's so simple, but it's really important, and I can say it's one of the most important things that you can do to improve your skills in that language. For example, if your target language is English, try to use English as much as you can. It doesn't matter for what, just try to use it. For example, if you want to cook something, try to find the recipe for that food, for that thing in English. Read it in English and use that English recipe. If you want to go shopping, write your shopping list in English. If you want to watch a movie, watch that in English. If you need a plan for your day, write that plan in English. You get my point. Try to use English vocabulary as much as you can in your daily life, not just some textbook topic that they don't have so much usage in your daily life. Try to learn as much vocabulary that's related to your personal life as you can and try to use them. If you want to study a topic, try to find that topic in English. If you want to, for example, study biology, go find a resource that can teach you biology in English. And believe me, this is so important. This is so simple actually, but it's so important, and it can improve your speaking level so much. I can't tell you how much is it helpful. It can be so good. It's so simple. Just try to use that. The third thing that I'm going to talk about is find people who speak your target language. You don't need to move to a country or in area that does have many people who speak your target language. If you're learning, for example, English, you don't need to move to US, UK, or like Australia to improve your English or improve your speaking. You can find so many people who want to learn your native language or the languages that you already know them, and they're willing to help you to learn your target language. And you can also find them online in different apps like Tandem or like HelloTalk. And believe me, this is so helpful because they're in so many languages. The way that you learn that language in a textbook is pretty much different than the way that they actually speak it. So it can be so helpful to learn new vocabulary, new slangs, and so many things that you might not ever find it in textbooks. Fourth thing that I need to talk about is speak with yourself in your target language. Guys, I know it might sound so awkward and might sound weird and might be hard, but it's such a useful thing, I can say. And of course, it's like having a conversation with your best friend, with your classmate, so it's totally okay. And you can do it anywhere you want. You can do it when you are at home, you are walking, or in front of a mirror, anywhere. And there is no limitation. You can talk about anything you want. You can talk about your day. You can talk about what you're thinking right now. And it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. Also, when you are doing that, you will notice, for example, if you're talking about your day in your target language, you will notice some words that you don't know them to describe your subject better. So after doing that, you exactly will know, okay, I need to learn the word motivation. I need to learn the word exhausted in my target language. So you would exactly know what to do to improve your skills. So it will be so useful. The number 5 is basically so similar to the previous thing, but actually thing in your target language. Imagine if you're watching a movie or listening to a song in your target language. When the actors or like singers they're speaking, try saying the same words and same sentences. Doesn't matter what is that, just pause the video and say it out loud. For example, if you're watching a video on YouTube in your target language, just try to repeat those sentences. Yes, it might be so boring, but you would learn the exact pronunciation of each word, and it can be so helpful to improve your pronunciation and your listening, and also you would learn new words in sentence form, so you would not forget them easily. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me in this video. I hope those things were helpful, and if you had any question, please feel free to ask it in the comments. And don't forget, it's okay to make mistakes, because those mistakes gonna make progress for you. And yeah, keep learning. And please, if you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. So until the next video, bye.